Okay, great. So as always, we're recording now and we'll plan to make the whole recording public. If anything gets said that anybody feels shouldn't be made public, then please ask me to stop the recording right then so we can stop it and start another one right then. But if we make it all the way through without stopping, we'll plan to make the whole thing public. So does that sound good to both of you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. Awesome, awesome. So yeah, Angie, as you're saying, I've been coding right up until I had to jump into the shower to get this one piece that I wanted to get done for you specifically. And I'll show you, I'm excited to show you that part. It's the new rating system, which, we were talking about how you track everything and keep track of the progress and all of that. And now you're going to have the ability to create whatever kind of system you want, like the ways you want to track how things are getting done. And you can set it up and then you can apply that tracking to whatever you want. So it's really
perfect.
Exactly. Yeah. It's really flexible. It's really easy. And you can have multiple ways that you track things. So some things can be tracked this way and some things can be tracked this way. And you can have the flexibility. You can make as many systems as you want and you can apply it to all your stuff as much as you want. So that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you, Jared. Yeah, I'm excited because we have a lot of things coming up. So
awesome. So let's dive right in.
Okay.
And where we're going to start is we're going to start with the mind map because I think it's the best way to share it with Maria and to reinforce the concept for you, Angie, of how we take what we're doing with the mind map. Let's open yours. Mm-hmm. And where we're mapping, all of our thoughts out, where we can see it all. And have you been like going over the mind map with Maria? Has Maria seen this mind map?
No, this is the first time she's ever going to see this. I went over it last week and I added a couple of things.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great.
Yeah, so, this is her first time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. So Maria, have you ever seen a mind map like this or worked with a mind map like this?
Actually, it's my first time to see mind map like this.
I couldn't hear what you said.
It's her first time.
First time?
It's my first time, yes.
Okay, cool. So let me just zoom all the way out so we can get a sense of the scale of it all already. Okay, so we've got all of these different thoughts, but we need, Angie has so much in her head, right? And some things she needs to share with you and some things she needs to share with Rico and some things she needs to share with Ali. And, some of those things need to be shared with lots of people, right? But how do you get all of your thoughts out of your head in a way that it can be shared with all the right people that it needs to be, right? It's very challenging within our existing systems. We don't have a way that's as efficient and as effective as what I'm about to show you guys. Because what I've done is I've taken this concept of mapping everything out onto a visual map, like we can see it now, where we can have it all be organized and all that. But I've added all this functionality, basically unlimited functionality, because I'm allowing anybody to create any functions like an app. So now we can drill in on any one thought that's on the mind map and we can do whatever we want with that thought and have all of these capabilities. And that's what I'm about to show you guys. So just to go back into, so any questions about what I just said before I go back into the mind map? Angie or Maria?
No, not yet.
I don't.
Okay.
Do you have any questions, Maria?
I don't have any question at the moment.
Okay, great. Okay. So let's continue and let's dive back in. And as we dive in, Maria, you'll see things, that are familiar from your conversations with Angie that, like one of the main branches right off of Angie's starting point, this is the blue one is the starting point, everything comes from there, is the Tantric ministry. And as you go up, a branch from the Tantric ministry is communications, okay? And under communications, you have videos and website and events and that sort of thing, right? But it all starts, with that first thought, Tantric ministry, and then part of that is communications, another part is membership, another part is events. So, the Tantric ministry branches into all of these branches, right? And then each one of those branches into a bunch of branches. You know, when you go to the video, then it gets into the type of videos. And when you get into the events, there's different events. So does that make sense to you, Maria and Angie? Any questions or comments about what I'm sharing so far?
I have a quick comment. I need to add in the very near future, I just agreed to co-facilitate a retreat in Mexico, in Playa del Carmen. So I need to add that to the events. I know we had a retreat in Costa Rica, but actually the event, the retreat in Mexico is going to happen before the retreat in Costa Rica.
Okay, but you're still going to have the retreat in Costa Rica?
Not in March. It's going to be in Mexico. It's going to be in Playa del Carmen. Yeah, you could just write OSEN, and like Zen meditation, OSEN retreat. Zen, like Zen Buddhist monk.
Got it. Zen.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah. And that's going to be March 12th through March 13th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're seeing, Maria, you know, how we use the map to be able to go right to the place where that thought should go.
Oh,
right?
18th, sorry.
18th, okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, again, it's by mapping out all of our thoughts that we can, boom, we're right to the place where this should go, right? That's the place you're going to find. Anybody else is going to find it, right? And then there's going to be all kinds of details about that retreat that'll branch off from there. So that's what I'm building the Uniting for Action system to be able to replicate. So let me go to, you know, so this is actually right where we were looking at on the mind map. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain everything that you're looking at here. Let me actually see if I can do this.
Yeah, I think Maria is going to be helping me get all the things from the mind map and organizing it into all the different actions and sub-actions. So that's why we're having this meeting, Maria, is so that you could see how Jared organizes information and how the system works and what all these symbols mean and what how to use it. Yeah.
Actually watching because since it's my first time, so I'm watching now.
Okay, yeah. No problem.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let me jump back in and show you. Okay, so I know it's a lot to look at the moment, but let me explain what you're looking at overall. So what this is it's a mission control panel, okay? And this mission control panel gives you all of the details you need to manage all of the different aspects of your life and your work that you put into the system, okay? So it's as if, Maria, have you ever seen, you know, when they send up the rockets, all of the mission control is sitting in a room with all of the, you know, screens in front of them with all the different things going on, you know, the dials and the switches, and just when you have to keep track of so many things, like the mission control is where you see it all, right? And so this is designed to be that so that you can easily navigate the mind map that I showed you, and we're going to see how we navigate it here, as well as work with the information, the thoughts, the actions within the mind map. Okay, so does that make sense, or any questions about what I just said there?
Well, this is the mission control panel, and it's going to help us to organize everything that we saw in that huge mind map, and it's going to help us to put it all into different categories.
Yeah. Categories and manage it. That's a great way to explain it, Angie. Thank you.
Categories and what?
And different ways to work with the information, different apps I'm going to show you guys today.
Okay.
So, but yeah, right now we're talking about the organizational level, which is perfect. And so just to, again, draw a parallel, let me pull this off so you can see it side by side. So when we go back to the mind map and we look at, you know, tantric ministry and then communications and then videos, that's what it looks like on the mind map. So we're going step from tantric ministry to communications to videos. So you see how you're going step by step on the mind map. And that's how we're going step by step here, is we have Angie, Angel Rainbow Goddess, and then the collaborative projects. And then the tantric ministry is first, and then the communications, and then the videos. And then the here, you know, it was about us and cross-promotional videos and videos for supporters, seekers, and connectors. So that's what we have here under videos. You see that? So you see how we're going step by step by step by step by step, the same way we are on the mind map over here.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm just noticing this. So let's see, it's communications and website videos and brand building.
Where are you reading from, Angie?
From the mind map.
The part that I'm looking at, or a different part?
The yellow boxes.
Oh, the yellow boxes. Okay, got it. So right now we are on the videos page on the website. So that's this thought right here.
Yeah. Okay.
And then if you go up from that thought, you get to communications, right?
Yeah.
If you go up from videos, you get to communications.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
And if you go up from communications, you get to tantric ministry, right? Okay. And over here, if you go up from communications, you get to tantric ministry. You see that? We have just one thing in between here that we don't have on the map, which is collaborative projects. But if you just take that out, tantric ministry comes from Angel Rainbow Goddess, and then tantric ministry, and then communications, and then videos. And then when you get to videos, then we had, you know, 3 more branches, right? We had the about us, the cross promotional, and then the videos for supporters, seekers, and connectors, right? So that's the same over here. Like, here's the about us, here's the cross promotional video with influencers, and here's the videos for the Uniting for Action system. And actually, you can break that down into the videos for seekers, videos for connectors, videos for supporters. So I took this one and I broke it down into each one of the 3. And then now that's a sub branch of the tree over here. You see that?
Yeah.
So you see the direct translation of the mind map linearly from there to the Uniting for Action system. The Uniting for Action system is giving you the same hierarchical structure. It's just doing it in these symbols and these words and these branches of the tree. Let me actually show you that when we do it this way, we can go from tantric ministry, and then here's all the options, communications, and then here's all the options, videos, and then here's the option, videos for Uniting for Action system. So you see I'm using the fly out menus to just like move through the information right now. And as I move through the information, I don't just have to go to videos. I have all of the different ones available to me just by moving my mouse. So I can go down any branch of the tree and keep following the branches right there at any point, from any point to any point at any time. Do you see that?
Yeah.
You see how easy it makes it to navigate through that whole big mind map with all the spaces. Is now you're just like pointing, and you're going right down the trail, the path that you want to get to the information that you're interested in. You see that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's how the Uniting for Action system is structured. And so then it's just a matter, anytime you want to add something, to be able to add it. So let's go all the way up to Tantric Ministry, and let's click on that. So now that we're clicking on that, we're making Tantric Ministry the center of the page. Right now it was videos. See that this was the videos page, and you can see it right here. But now that we clicked on Tantric Ministry, here it's going to say Tantric Ministry, and the ones, the thoughts, concepts above it, you'll see up here. So collaborative projects. Now, again, still, all we see is tantric ministry because that's where we're at, right? The only thing up above it is the collaborative projects, right? But again, if we want to get back to, you know, some information inside of tantric ministry, then we just point to the arrow and point to the arrow and take the branch and take the branch, you know, and go and find the information that we're looking for. And then we click on videos for Uniting for Action System, and boom, that makes that the center of the page. And now that's the realm that we're in. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah. So we click on social media, let's say, then that's going to take center of attention.
Exactly. So, and it's going to show you where it came from: communications and tantric ministry and collaborative projects, right? So once it comes up, you're going to see, you know, it's called like a breadcrumb trail, you know, so like you can find your way back out of the forest. You leave the steps, you leave the steps. So again, to get to social media, we went from tantric ministry to communications to social media, right? So now this is the center of the attention. It shows you where it came from, and any of those turns where you chose communications, you can go off in a different direction, okay? And that's where it gives you the full flexibility at any moment to navigate anywhere in all of your thought maps that you've already laid down. You're like instant access to any of your information. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
In a really organized, in a super organized way, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, exactly. So that's what we've already got. And now I'm going to start to show you, Maria, how to add to this system, add your own thoughts, start building it out. So any questions before I start showing you guys that?
I don't have any question.
I don't have any right now.
Okay, great. How do you guys feel about this? You like what you're seeing so far?
Yeah, I'm excited to start using it with Maria, and I think it's going to help us to get more things done.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, I have so much things to do, but they're on my head. How do I give her instructions? Yeah.
Exactly. And that's where, Maria, what's going to start to happen is Angie's going to start to just creating like short audio recordings or video recordings. And then it's going to be your job to turn what she has said into these thoughts and branch it out into the thought map. That's where we're going with this. Okay. So is that it's going to be so easy for Angie to get stuff done that all she's going to have to do is just say it. And then when she says it and you get it, you're going to be like, okay, how do I turn this into thoughts in an organized way that now we can all work on these things together? You get what I'm saying?
The thoughts are the mind map, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. So let's tune in. So now we're in social media. The one thing we have so far under social media is create a calendar for Facebook and Instagram. So I'm just going to show you very quickly. I'm not going to get, let me think what's going to be the easiest way. We're going to create a thought underneath social media just as a starting point, and then I'll explain more of the things that you're looking at that I haven't told you about yet. Okay?
Yeah.
So under social media right now, we can expand all that we have. So far, we just have create a calendar for Facebook and Instagram and select media and add captions. So what would you like to add to social media, which right now, Angie, and we'll talk about this in a moment, is a category of reality generating machines. So, you know, this is where kind of top level, or if you dive down deep, then we'll kind of have to add some levels in between. You get what I'm saying? We're like at a really top level right now. So you kind of want to stay like top level, or we got to create some of the levels in between top level and the detail that you're thinking of. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
So under social media, let's say what are like the top like main 3 things, like create content and, you know, those types of things that you have to do.
Yeah. So for this, Ali mentioned that she wanted to be the creative director for our social media. And we have a lot of pictures. We have a lot of content stored right now on a Google Drive. And all of that needs to be organized and chosen what goes with where, scheduled. Yeah. I don't know what to call that. Scheduling. Choosing.
What's that?
Designing the social media schedule.
Well, when you say designing the schedule, what needs to go into designing the schedule? So I understand.
Yeah, so like choosing, like, okay, we're gonna start out with these photos and with these captions.
So you have to, so one of the things you have to do is you have to choose the photos and the captions and that sort of thing, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So let me go back, because before you and I, we had already entered on the mind map, create a calendar for Facebook and Instagram. So is that, in terms of a production calendar, is that what you're saying right now, or something a little bit different than that?
So right now I'm focused on my own personal brand on Angel Rainbow Goddess, because right now I have to focus on that for now. So that
okay. So let's go to a part of the mind map that you want to actually add some things to right now.
Yeah, let's go to Angel Rainbow Goddess, because right now I'm focusing on that right now. And I actually just created, I just subscribed to Social Bee, which is a scheduling platform. And we'll need to do that for Tantric Ministry too. So whatever I do for Angel Rainbow Goddess, we're gonna have to do for everything. So,
okay. So is this under collaborative projects next to Tantric Ministry, or is this separate?
Angel Rainbow Goddess is my own self brand.
So it's not a collaborative project.
No.
So let's go ahead and add to this. So what we're doing now is we're adding, and there's several different ways you can add things, but I'm going to show you the way that I'm going right now. So what I did was I went to Angel Rainbow Goddess's stories. We're logged in right now. We're posting as Angel Rainbow Goddess. And that's how you'll be posting, Maria, when you're posting. And then as you're doing that, you can click on this icon here. The movie projector is the icon that represents the stories. And just so you know, Maria, I'm going to be giving you guys a sheet with all the icons and all the definitions within the next couple of days. So you don't have to write, you can write down some notes if you want now, but just know that everything is coming to you, okay? But the movie projector represents the story. So right now we're in Angel Rainbow Goddess's stories, and then within the stories, there's collaborative projects, and under that, Tantric Ministry. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit expand all right now. And this, as you can see, has more and more of the thoughts, from the mind map. So that's all, blown out. If we go ahead, let me collapse it all again. So you have this expand all, collapse all, so you can see it, very quickly. But if you just want to do it level by level, when we expand collaborative projects, then we see Tantric Ministry. We expand Tantric Ministry, that has communications, membership, and events. Under communications, you have all of these. So again, you see how we have access to opening up these different levels of hierarchy of thought. You see how we do that? Any questions about that?
Yeah, so this is all Tantric Ministry.
Right.
Right.
And
okay.
we're about to make a separate section or branch of the tree next to collaborative projects. So let's go ahead and do that. So here, the wrench is the update icon. So the update icon, this is the update app where you're able to go ahead and change the structure of your thought map, okay, of your thought branches. So you can add new thought branches, you can move them, you can do, whatever you want to create the structure. This is where you do it within the update. So you have the option, because we're at the top of the tree, of adding something under the themes. And normally when you're adding something under themes, it would either be a theme or a thought. The plus is showing that you can add one of these. but also this icon is the more button. Whenever you see the arrow that points to the right, that means that there's more. If you hover over it, you see it says more. That means when you click on it, it's going to give you more options, okay? So that always gives you more options when you see one of those icons. This one gives you different options, see that? And we'll talk about these options later. But these are the options that you have when you expand. And this shows you the structure, Maria, of how you're going to structure all of the different thoughts in the mind map, okay? So any questions about this before I start showing you the different structures?
Not yet.
Nope, good. Okay, so there's four, this little line is a dividing line. So there's 4 different levels on each side here, and they are kind of like mirrors of each other, okay? So at the very lowest level, you have the thought, okay? So you can add a single thought, but also when you have a bunch of thoughts, they're called a collection of thoughts, okay? So a bunch of thoughts about the same type of thing is a collection of thoughts. And then you have maybe, you know, a couple collections, and that makes up a story, okay? And when you have multiple stories, then that makes up a theme of stories, okay? Now, whether something gets called a thought or a collection of thoughts or a story or a theme of stories is completely up to you, Maria. You get to choose where it falls in the hierarchy, but know that these are like labels to help people easily see where what you're sharing should fall in their realm of thinking, okay? And in particular, the story is what gets featured on a page. So whenever something is at the story level, that's what is featured on a page on the website. And then when something is a collection of thoughts, that's like a sub part of a page. And then the single thought is just like a single thought on the page. So that's how it's structured. And then the theme of stories is basically like a collection of pages on the website, okay? That's how it all gets broken down on the website. And I'm gonna show you in just a second. Let me open up something here. Let me pull it from over here.
What was the thought that you mentioned? How does that get labeled?
The thought, the thought is the fundamental, you know, structure thought that you can share. And then, and you'll see, Angie, as you hover over these, that's kind of the quick way to know, is as you hover over it, it says add new thought, and then add new collection of thoughts, and then add new story, and then add new theme of stories, okay? And then again, on the page, just so you understand how that's gonna lay out on a page, when you label these things, is something that is a story takes up the page, and something that is a collection of thoughts is like a section of the page, and then something that, you know, is a new thought is just a new thought on the page, okay? But as I'm saying that, you can zoom in to a single thought and make that the whole page, okay? So you can, whatever you zoom in on becomes the focus of attention on the site. But I'm just giving you this structure so that it gives you and other people an idea, like this thing is like a whole story, you know, where this thing is just a single thought, okay? And when we look at how we've already broken things up, just to give you, well, let me ask if you have any questions with that, and then I'll give you another layer of understanding. But any questions with how I described it so far?
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Okay, when we, for example, Angie had her thought there, where are we going to see that?
The which?
If I had a what?
Can you show us an example? For example, Angie had a thought there, that where are we going to see the result of that?
Oh, adding a thought?
Oh, yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to show you in just a moment. Thank you for asking.
Yes, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad you're following it. So the one thing I want to show you before we add the thought is I want to show you the other category of thoughts, okay? So this is the mirror category. This also has 4 levels and it's structured the same way, but it's called an action. This first one is an action, okay? So that's the clipboard. The clipboard is the action. And then the folder is a set of actions. And then the briefcase is the reality generating machine, okay? And then the filing cabinet is the category of reality generating machines.
Okay, and can you just explain to her and to me again, what is a reality generating machine?
Yeah, and actually what I'm gonna do, this is really a good reminder, and I wanna share this with you. I think, Angie, I might have you play it. Are you on your computer, Angie, or your phone?
I'm on my computer, yeah.
Okay, can I put a link in here that you can play and share with us? Because my computer will overheat if I play it right now. Let me pull Let me pull it up. So this will be a good reminder for you, Angie, when you see it. And then also, Maria, I think this will help you understand what the concept of the reality generating machine is. Did you get it, Angie? Are you going to share it?
Oh, okay, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna.
Reality generating machine.
Oh, let me share it. Hold on.
Yeah.
I gotta go back to the Zoom. And then I gotta share.
You go from saying what you want to getting what you want in any area of your life. It's really just as simple as defining each of the essential roles you need filled to get what you want. Each of these essential roles is like a gear in your machine. Let's use a simple example. Let's say you want to start selling your products or services. You figure out that the essential roles that you need filled are a website developer, a videographer, and a video editor. As you define what each one needs to create or provide for you, you're essentially creating a blueprint for each gear in your machine. In order to actually build your machine from the blueprint you've created, you simply need to forge agreements with a website developer, a videographer, and a video editor to deliver the work you've specified. Each agreement gets you one step closer to having a fully functioning machine. While you're still missing any essential gears, your machine isn't functional. Once you have all the necessary agreements in place to add all the essential gears to your machine, now you've built a fully functioning reality generating machine that can do the work you need done in order to create the reality that you've declared. This is the step-by-step, systematic way that you can build reality generating machines to go from saying what you want to getting what you want in any area of your life.
So I've been using ChatGPT for the past 2 months, and I'm a software programmer.
So the idea with that, Maria, as I hope you can see, is that we use the concept called reality generating machine to assign some result that we want to create, okay? So we're going to build a reality generating machine to create that result. So now what do we have to get done in order to create that result? And we just break it down and break it down and break it down into smaller and smaller actions until we can't break it down anymore, or until it gets assigned to somebody. Does that make sense? So what I'm about to show you, now that you understand the concept, well, let me see if you understand the concept. Do you have any questions about what I just shared? Because then I'm going to show you how we use the concept to break everything down. I think you're on mute, Maria.
I don't have any questions.
No question? Okay, great. So any questions, Angie?
No, not right now.
Okay, so that's what a reality generating machine does for us. So then what we have here, so just again, like I showed you, we had the thought, the collection of thoughts, the story, and the theme of stories. You can also label things as actions, or a set of actions, or a reality generating machine, or a category of reality generating machines. And we use these labels when we want to create results, okay? And so as an example, again, now you can understand what these icons are. So the collaborative project is a category of reality generating machines. And then we open that up and we see that tantric ministry is actually a reality generating machine. So what that means is we're building a machine that creates the result of creating a tantric ministry. That makes sense? But in order to create a tantric ministry, there's all kinds of machines inside of that machine that need to function properly, including the communications machine, the membership machine, the events machine. You get how each one of those are their own separate machine that creates the results. This one creates events, this one creates membership, this one creates communications, and you need all of these to create the whole result of the tantric ministry. Does that make sense? So basically, every time you have something that you want to create as a result, you basically want to define a reality generating machine to say, I'm going to build a reality generating machine that's going to create this result. And then you start breaking down what needs to go inside of that. So again, inside of membership, for example, one other thing that needs to get developed is to develop the membership model. So that's its own machine. And then inside of that, here's a thought. So now here's where I added a thought, because this is just something that Angie shared as a thought, but it's not an action itself. Angie said, I have a chat GPT model, okay? So I added that as a thought and as a link so that she has that, so that Allie knows she has that, she can link to the model, all of that, but that's added as a thought because it's not an action to be taken, it's just something that's already there. So you see why.
It's something to go over and to refine and then to develop a model using that foundation.
Exactly. So here, here was another action in this case. So this is where we labeled it an action, where Angie, said, consider getting more suggestions from Chat GPT. So that's one action to be taken. Another action to be taken is have meeting with Allie to finalize membership levels and benefits. Okay. And again, so you see that's labeled as action, and that's labeled as action. But this is where you're going to get to decide, Maria, what gets labeled as action, what's get labeled as a set of actions, what's get labeled as a reality generating machine. Angie's just going to be saying, I need this, I need this, I need this, do this, do this. And you have to figure.
An example of a set of actions?
Yeah, so an example of a set of actions, let's find some in here. So here's a set of actions: select media and add captions, right? So you've got a bunch of actions to go underneath selecting media and adding captions, but I didn't think select media and add caption should be its own machine, although maybe it should. Again, this is where you get to decide. It's just really a visual clue and cue for other people, right? So here's brand building as a set of actions, and here's videos as a set of actions, and here's videos for seekers as a set of actions. So it really is up to you guys what you call a set of actions, what you call a machine. But here's like a bunch of examples of how I broke it down in my mind into machines, sets of actions, thoughts, actions, just to give you an idea of the way that I see it all.
A set of actions is more than one.
Right.
It requires more than one.
Yeah, exactly. The way I did it here, like through promotions associated with events. So through promotions associated with events, you're going to have a whole bunch of different actions underneath that. And they're all like, you know, a set of actions to be looked at together. It's just an organizational structure, right? It's just a structure that lets you kind of group things together and say, here's a group of things that we should look at together. That makes sense?
Okay. And what does that mean, through promotions associated with events?
That was just something from your mind map. So let's.
It was a thought. Okay.
Yeah, you can edit it and all that. I don't want to get too caught up in those details. I want to make sure you guys understand the whole working of the system.
The whole thing. Yeah.
So any questions about how I'm going to show you in a moment, Maria, how we actually add the thoughts and decide which one of the structures it's going to be. But I just want to make sure you understand the concept of what I've described so far and how it all organizes the way that you decide it gets organized. That make sense? Yeah.
I think you already answered my question earlier.
Yeah. Okay, great. Do you have any other questions before I show you how to add one?
I just want to clarify if so we can add more action.
Yeah, you can always add. Yeah, you can always add anything to anything. This is like a moving document all the time. You know, it's and especially when you have multiple people that are working together, then it's just going to be, you know, constantly evolving and changing and getting added to and all of that. Okay. So in this structure, what we're going to do, as I said, is we're going to start doing Angel, Rainbow, Goddess separately so that we can start to add some things that are high priority for Angie right now.
And I have something to add to the events here. Can we use that as an example?
Sure.
Okay. Maybe here where we were at, through promotions.
So first of all, here's the events category if you didn't see that. So this is what we have right now in the system.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so before this event at ATHA, that's going to be a much longer view event that we're going to be doing in the future. It requires a lot of production. So right now we're going to be doing a smaller event, and this is going to be at our friend and brand developer penthouse condo. So we're calling it the Sky Temple Cloud 9 Experience.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Okay, perfect. That's a great one to add, I think. That's awesome. So so let me go ahead and show you exactly how we do it. So we're going to add that under events, right? So what we do to do that is there's a couple different ways. One, I could click on events right here, but I'm going to show you an even shorter cut way to do it. So, we can't from this page. I'll show you a shortcut later. So we're going to click on events. And as we click on events, it's going to bring up it's going to make that the central focus of the page. Okay. And then on that page, we're going to have the tools that allow us to add an event or add a thought underneath it, or in this case, an action or a reality generating machine. So here we are, and we're in, so this shows you what view you're in. So we're in the update view or update mode right now, okay? So that's what gives us this view and this tool. And again, I'm gonna explain all the different icons in a little bit, but right now we've got the one, reality generating machine underneath events, which is create event at ATHA. And what we're gonna do is we're going to add a new reality generating machine to create the new event that Angie just mentioned, okay? So we have, while we're here, we can add it above it up here by using these icons, or we can add it below it. And since Angie said it's coming up sooner and it's a higher priority, I'm going to add it above it, okay? And so again, this little plus shows you that you can add a thought, you can add a set of actions, or you can add a new action, but we actually want to add a reality generating machine. So I'm going to click on the more, and the more gives us access again to all of the icons, okay? So that lets us add any one of these that we want right now. And so I'm going to choose the reality generating machine as the one that I'm going to add right now. So,
and that's the briefcase.
Exactly. But I want you to get, like, wherever you're at in all of the thought branches and all of the thought trees, you have the full flexibility to add any one of these that you want. So you're not restricted. You can kind of free flow with it. But I'm showing you the hierarchy that makes it make sense to other people quickly, because when you use a similar hierarchy that other people are using, then the briefcase makes sense to everybody. Everybody knows, oh, that's a reality generating machine. Or when you see, so that way this all becomes shorthand. So you see that now just in a shorthand way, and you'll learn these icons soon, you know, that this is a set of reality generating machines. This is a reality generating machine. This is a reality generating machine. So as you're looking at all of, you know, the thoughts laid out in front of you, very quickly you understand what it is that you're looking at without diving into all of the details. Does that make sense? It becomes a shorthand to just quickly see things and quickly know what you're looking at. You got that? And that's how this really becomes like a mission control panel, because you've got all these little icons, all these little buttons that allow you to understand everything and control everything. Make sense? So here's where we're going to now add the reality generating machine. So I'm clicking on add reality generating machine, and it's going to bring up this entry form. And what's really great is this is the only entry form that you have for all of these different concepts, because they all work off of the same structure. So what you have within this structure is you have the ability to make a title. You've been seeing all the titles, everything we've been looking at has been a title of whatever we've had. And then you can put in whatever story you want, whatever information, you can copy and paste, you can type whatever you want. You've got full, you know, control in this area. So you can create whatever content you want within this thought, or in this case, you know, the definition for the reality generating machine. You can also add a link, and then you can also add a YouTube link, an image, or an embed code, and then it displays one of those three. So you choose whether you're displaying a YouTube, an image, or an embed code, but you have the flexibility with any thought like this. So again, imagine all of these as different thoughts, and then some are labeled reality generating machines, some are labeled actions, some are labeled stories, but they all come down to this one thought structure. Does that make sense?
They all come down to this structure right here that we're looking at.
Exactly. So whether, and you can see right here, whether we're calling it a reality generating machine, even right here, we can change it. We can change it and call it a story. We can change it and call it whatever. So you have full, it's all treated all the same. It's just labeled different things to make it easy to understand what you're looking at, because we're using this hierarchy. So let's understand what's above each other and where things are parallel. And make sense?
Yeah.
So for this, we're going to add the event. So we're calling create event. Give me the name of the event again, Angie.
Sky Temple.
I'm sorry?
Sky Temple. Cloud 9.
I like that. 9 or spelled out 9?
Cloud 9. That's fine. Experience.
Okay, great. So here's where we're creating the event. I'm just going to show you very quickly so you understand the power of the tool. Maria, let me just use the video we just watched as an example. So you can take any video, let's just bring it up so you can see it. You can take any video that is either on YouTube or Angie creates a video and puts it on YouTube.
Reality generating video.
Once you just go here and copy the link for the YouTube video, then you can go right onto the page and just add it right here, paste the link in, okay? And it's going to display it right on the page, okay? And I'm going to show you that in a moment. The other thing to show you is you get to choose whether what you're putting in here is private or public. Hey, it's Rico. How are you, Rico?
I finally made it. Oh my God.
Yeah, great to see you, bro.
Perfect timing.
Great to see you, man. I'm glad you're here.
We're producing an event.
We're talking about what?
We're producing our next event.
Oh, perfect. I just talked to Ali.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah?
before you say anything, Rico, I just want to make sure, yeah, we're making this video public. So if anything gets said that shouldn't be made public, then let me know so I can stop the recording and start again. But if we don't stop, we're just going to make the whole recording public. So are you good with that, Rico?
Yes, yes.
Okay, cool. Now you can go just knowing that it's all public, what you're saying. Go for it.
I said I was talking to Ali and we were catching up on it. So go ahead. Just continue and then I'll catch up to whatever you guys are.
We'll talk about that more. Okay, perfect.
Okay, great, great, cool. I'm glad you're here, Rico. Let me dive back in. Okay, so the viewable public or private. So if you're, creating things that you feel like the whole public should not see it, then you just make it private, and then the admin is viewable only. Now, Maria, you're going to be an admin for Angel Rainbow Goddess, and Rico will be an admin. So anything that you guys are making private, you'll all be able to see. It's just that people that aren't an admin won't be able to see it. Make sense?
Yeah.
And then if you do make things public, then you also have the ability to choose whether other people can respond publicly, okay? So I won't get into all the details, but just understand that you have like a lot of control once you publish something publicly about whether other people can post on your post, essentially, or whether you want to not allow people to add to your post is basically what it comes down to, okay? So this is all the permission controls over here down to a fine level. And then I'm going to go ahead and submit this. Let me just add just a little bit. So this is going to be like great event in at the penthouse. Okay, just so you can see where that gets displayed on the page. And I'm going to hit submit. And now as I do this, this is adding this reality generating machine right into the thought branches where we put it, which is underneath events, okay? So now that we're here, now we've got, we got a little layout issue here. But here now you can see right underneath events, and again, it went above it because we decided to put it above it. Sky Temple, create Sky Temple Cloud9 experience is above create event at Atha, okay? And now again, we can create an event, right inside of, this is our reality generating machine. Now we're going to start to break it down into either more reality generating machines or sets of actions or just individual actions. But now we're going to start to add more and more and more so that you've got, the build out of everything that there is to do, along with, whose responsibility everything is, right? So here now you can see this is the thought that we added. Here's the title. Here's the story right here, the description. And then here's the video that I added, right? And this video, plays right on the page. So this is the capability that you have. This is like your thought. And now we're adding all these thoughts under thoughts, but you have the ability to encapsulate everything you want in that thought, whether it's a video, and Angie and I have been doing that a lot where we've been creating videos and then chopping up pieces of those videos and sharing it on the page, and you'll be doing that. And then also, you know, just some text that needs to happen. All of these things I'm going to share with you in a little bit, but that's the way you add one thought into the branches, and then you can see exactly, you know, how it got put in there, you know, underneath events, right? You know, now we have Create Sky Temple Cloud9 Experience just above the Create event at ATHA. And then this is what it looks like when that's the center of attention of the page. So any questions about that? Does all of that make sense to both of you?
Yeah. How you feel, Maria?
It's clear for me, and I'm actually getting what he said.
What was that?
I get what he said.
You got
I'm
it?
following. Yes, I'm following.
Okay, great. Okay, great. So any other questions about what I've shown so far before I start adding some more information about what you're looking at?
No.
Okay, so let me just finish, you know, showing you what you're looking at on the screen here so you understand everything. So you get that this right here is the thought, right? This is what a thought looks like with a title over here, a description. This is like your navigation area. And then you can have your video over here or your image over here or your embed code over here. So that's what one thought looks like on a page.
So I have a question. Let's say that I'm creating this event and I need to delegate certain action items, right? So, for example, create event page, right? Maybe I need a funnel, and I need to delegate that to Maria.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is maybe I have a call with her and explain to her point by point, and then we record it, and then we can load it on there so she could go back and look at it.
Exactly. You can do it that way where you're doing it like with her and in a conversation, and then she's chopping up that conversation and putting it all in the right places. Or, you know, it doesn't even have to become video on the page. It just gives her a way to take the words that are coming out of your mouth and then organize it in all of these steps. Right.
Or I just make a video and then upload it, but then I have to put it in YouTube and that whole 9 yards, right? So
well, there are, for this, right at this moment, yes, but we're going to give you more options. Yeah. And you could add it as a link, as you've shared before. Like if you have the video in your Google Drive or something like that, and you can get a link for it, then you can just put the link there.
So I could do that. I could use Google Drive.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
From my Google Photos.
Anything, I'm sure you can link to anything in Google Drive, right? So as long as you can get a link, you can put the link in there.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, we'll make it easy. And remember, it's on the capabilities are just going to keep expanding. But yeah, the YouTube is what it's primarily built around now, but you can definitely put a link in there as well.
Okay, cool.
Okay. And then so, you know, but like you were saying, so now under Create Sky Temple Cloud9 Experience event, before you saw how we did it through the update app. Okay. And I'm going to show you this when I click on the more here, this shows us all the apps that are available to us right now. So we were using the update app before. We also have the edit app, the reality app, the replicate app, and the ratings app.
Oh, I have a question. So this replication, I think this is interesting because like if we're making events and we're making several events, every time we make an outline for one event, we're most likely going to have to take the next steps for the next event, right?
Exactly.
So do we just hit the replicate and it replicates the same exact thing so that we have another event production? We just change the names and the details?
Exactly.
Okay.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that, Rico? Yeah, I
like that feature.
Yeah, I just built that feature within the last week. Actually, it was what was killing me this weekend, to be honest with you. I had to spend so much time getting the algorithm right to replicate the thing properly but now it replicates everything properly. So it's pretty amazing. So yeah, exactly. It took a lot, but I knew it was a really important aspect because it's key to this, because what you're going to end up doing, Rico, you might already be getting it. I know you missed a lot of it, but hopefully you're catching up and seeing what's here, is that you guys, not only are you going to be creating internal apps that you're, or things that you're going to replicate basically, but you're going to be creating it for clients, and you're going to be sharing it with other people, and you're going to be able to use the system to put a price tag on replicating whatever you've created, and give people the ability to, you know, replicate whatever you've created for, you know, this piece or monthly fee or whatever. It's all going to have a paywall. You're going to be able to, you know, basically monetize everything that you do on the system. Not just in the things that you're creating in the thought branches, but even apps that you're creating. Because I'm going to again show you these different apps. But yeah, it's crazy how sophisticated it is now. It's amazing compared to what you.
So people will be able to subscribe to us eventually, and some kind of tier that they have access to some of our things, some of our templates.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I'm going to build not only your templates, but also your content. I'm going to build in the paywall pretty quickly, as quickly as I can, where everything that you're showing, you know, you're giving people either free or limited time or monthly fee or one-time access for any of the content. Same thing with the branches and the functionality. So as you're building out this awesome way to manage an event, and you're like, here's an event management in a box, just give me $50 and you can replicate all of my branches, then, you know, that happens. So that's the way this whole system is going to build out. And you guys being at the beginning get to build before anybody builds. So it's going to be freaking amazing. So any other?
Yeah. Yeah, so basically this, can we put the dates on this so that we have that in perspective?
Okay, so just to show you, you know, another way, and you know, I just want to kind of briefly take you through everything. This, you know, you see that it's the thought icon, and this this hexagon here is like a navigation area. It's consider it a portal. I'm sharing with you guys that this is a portal that in the future is going to become like a virtual reality entry portal into a whole new world. So I'm just right now, it's a two-dimensional portal into different dimensions of functionality, but in the future, it's going to be incredible. So right now, through this portal, you can go into the thoughts, into the thought app, and you've got this shortcut right here to the thought app where, again, you can add whatever you want, a thought or a reality generating machine or an action or whatever. Let's go ahead and edit, though, Angie, this to put the dates on it, right? So to edit it, we're going to use the edit app, okay? So the edit app is available anytime you see the title, then this icon gives you access to the apps that you can act on that title. So here's create Sky Temple, same thing here. So this is basically, these are basically the same buttons as these, just, you know, for consistency, but you can do the same thing. If you know that you want to edit within Tantric Ministry, you can go right there and you can go right to the edit immediately. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, and not only there, like, again, you can go down this, this tree and get into communications and social media. And like, you can edit social media right away. Like, again, not only do you see everything like instantly within all of your thought branches, but you can instantly do anything you want to that thing by opening your apps.
Can I go to the Angel Rainbow Goddess, or is that still something that we haven't created, like personal events or? Yeah,
we haven't created that yet. Let's create that now so that you've got it, because I want that. I want that to get done before we're done. So how long do you guys have? I want to be sensitive to
wait, let's put the dates on this before we leave.
Okay.
Yeah, just so we have the.
Okay, so we're going to do. Yeah, so we're going to go in.
I have a feature request.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
So sometimes people will need to make different accounts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Instagram and other, like on Google now, they let you switch accounts really easily. You click on the name on your username, and then you stay logged in, and then you can switch from different accounts. You know.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like it saves your data. You stay logged in, and then you can switch from different accounts. And then it'd be cool if you can cross. Somehow you can cross share. You know, things.
Yes. So I have good news for you. That feature functionality is already built in.
Yes.
So yes, it's built in, and there's a certain amount of cross functionality, in terms of like, well, in terms of the public things that you can see. You can't be logged in privately simultaneously at the moment, but again, everything that you want, Rico, is about to come really quickly. I'm gonna save that stuff for later because I want to get through the training. But it's all happening. So I appreciate that, Rico, that you like that and you want that, and we got that. So that's awesome. So let's jump back in. And so again, now we're going to do the edit. We're going into the edit app for this thought.
Okay, so edit is the little pencil with the paper.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So now as we go into the edit app, so we're working with the same thought, but now we're essentially back to the same screen where we entered it in the first place, right? So every time you go to edit, this is what you're going to see. You basically can just change whatever you originally put in, right? So great event at the Penthouse. What's the dates?
August 29th through the 30th. Yeah, this is something I'm going to say right now because Rico's on the phone, and we need to get those earmuffs for the silent disco.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It's cool that you guys are doing that.
Yeah.
I did that.
Got in mind, Rico, get the contact from your person.
Okay, so again, you can see.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to share about it before we go? No.
So something like that, like materials, right? Like we need
exactly
silent disco.
Exactly.
So something we would put there.
Everything. Yeah. You're gonna put everything here, right? It's just a matter of how it all gets organized, right?
Right. Yeah.
So you don't want
that's my first thought right now, but of course there's many other things that come before it. But just to get it out of my head, I would put it in as a thought.
Yeah, or if it's something that needs to get done, then it would be an action.
Okay.
Or if it's a bunch of things that need to have actions and you're not going to lay out all the actions.
Let's just put it as an action for Rico is get in touch with headphone. What do you call those? Just headphones, right? Headphone people. Headphones.
Silent disco, yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to add it. Yeah, so I'm adding it as an action.
Okay.
And by adding it as an action, I'm going to show you, well, I'll show you the ratings in a little bit. We're going to get to that. But tell me your time frame, because I want to make sure we can cover as much as we can while you guys are still available. So
how my time frame?
Yeah.
Let me see. What do I have today? What's today? Oh, shoot. Today's the 1st. I have another call at 6. So I'm good till 5. I'm fine. Yeah.
I have an appointment. I have an appointment at 4:30.
4:30. So he has 15 more minutes. And then how are you doing, Maria?
I'm okay.
With your time. Okay. And just count this training in your accounting for your hours, your work hours.
All right. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I just put, get in touch with Silent Disco. That's an action. In the description, I said Rico is going to work on this. So again, now it's there. And it can get moved around too with the update app. You can move it if you need to. So, again, so this the focus of this page at the moment is create Sky Temple Cloud9 experience event. But underneath that is an action that we just created. So here's like the header for the page. And then underneath that is the action that we created down here. Okay. That's got the title we added and it's got the description that we added. And we didn't add a YouTube video or anything like that.
Now, is there a way that, for example, if I'm organizing something like this with Maria, and then I need to have these action items shared with like Rico, can I share this action item with Rico? How do I send it to him, or how do I share it?
Yeah, the easiest way at the moment, again, more functionality will get added over time, but the easiest way at the moment is just to take the link, you know, here and just send him the link, and then he'll be right into it. As long as he's logged in. Right now, you know, all of this is public at the moment that we've created. You can make it private if you want, but right now, you know, all you need is the link. Once Rico has
his own profile, or is he you're saying he's working as an admin within this profile, or how does that work?
Yeah, he's going to create his own profile, and then you're going to make him an admin. And so
Maria need to make a profile?
Yes. Yeah, so they just need to log in, and when you go to login page, so go to unitingforaction.com, click on login. When you go to login page, well, I'm logged in, so it already shows it, but it'll give you the ability to set not, you know, don't have an account, sign up now, and then you'll go ahead and hit sign up now, and then it'll go ahead and let me actually see.
Can you share that link with her just so she has that?
Yeah. So when you get to the login page that I just sent to you, then down here, it says no account, sign up for free. So you just click on that, and then you just put in your email address, and then it'll email you a confirmation, and then you'll give your username and password and all of that, just a regular sign up. Okay. And so once Maria, you do that and Rico does that, then as you're saying, Rico, you're going to have, this is where you change what you're posting as, right? So I'm going to do it real quick just to show you guys very quickly. Well, I think since Rico has to go soon and Maria, let's go, we'll go to other things and then we can get to that.
Yeah, let's do the Angel Rainbow Goddess category. I guess.
Okay.
Story making machine, is that what it is?
Yeah, so what I'm doing, I just clicked on the stories icon next to Angel Rainbow Goddess, and that shows us everything that's under Angel Rainbow Goddess right now, which is just collaborative projects. But now we're going to use the update app to add Angel Rainbow Goddess as Angie's standalone. So we'll call this also a category of reality generating machines. And we'll just call this Angel Rainbow Goddess because you've already got your collaborative projects next to it.
Yeah.
Okay. And so now that I've added this, you'll see in just a moment, it's a new branch coming from the root just for Angel Rainbow Goddess. Oh, it didn't actually show up here. I actually have to fix something in there to have it. For some reason, it's not displaying in there, but let me bring us to it so you can see it. Okay. So here is now Angel Rainbow Goddess as the center of attention. Right now, again, we're in the update app. We have all the other apps that we can use on it. But now we've started Angel Rainbow Goddess, and from here, we can start building, you know, whatever should come below it. You have a question, Rico, or something you want to say?
No.
No? Okay. So Angie, does that make sense? We've got this branch now. You're going to put whatever are your priority. Yeah. Let's just add one just to go, you know, get the idea that this is starting a whole new branch of the tree. So what's a priority under Angel Rainbow Goddess right now?
Okay, so the priority is going to be to launch the Tantra massage training course.
Okay, so I'm going to add that as a reality generating machine because you want to create a machine that's going to create that result for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to call this launch. Give it to me again, launch Tantra massage training course. Is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so again, this is a reality generating machine because this is going to create, we're going to create that result. We hit submit, and now that reality generating machine is underneath of Angel Rainbow Goddess.
So this is and just put here to be specific, 2-day intro.
Okay. So let's go.
The other longer ones, yeah. This is
okay. So let's go back and edit it. So again, Maria, you see how easy this is? Okay. So we're going to go back and edit it. So we go here, we hit the edit icon. Anytime you see the edit icon next to it. So we'll just add that to the story and to the description. So this is the 2-day, what did you want to say, Angie? 2-day what?
I would say that's on the title.
In the title? Okay.
Yeah. Two-day training course.
2-day Tantra massage training course.
Intro, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. now we update it. Boom, it's done. So so the thing I want to show you just real quickly, especially as Rico's running out of time, is what some of the other apps do, so you can understand what else you can do with this. So any other questions before I show you some of the other apps real quick?
No, I was just gonna add the dates, but I guess we could add that later.
Yeah. Rico, do you have any questions before I show you some of the other apps?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So the one I want to show you really quickly, because this is what I was building for you, Angie, and also is working now. I'm going to brush it up some, but it's this, it's the rating system, okay?
Oh yeah.
So the sideways traffic. Yeah. So the rating system, we're going to put it on. So the rating system gives you the ability to rate anything however you want to rate it. But what we're going to do in this case is you're going to use the rating system as like a progress meter, right? You're going to decide, it's going to show you how much progress you're making towards getting something accomplished, okay? So you get to decide, you know, how you want to measure things. So let's just dive right into it. So let's go to the ratings for the 2-day Tantra massage course. So I'm clicking on the ratings icon. It's going to launch us into the ratings app. Now there's one system that I was playing with, first system, but we're going to create a new system for you. And actually we'll just delete this. So you can just easily, you know, hit the delete icon, you're going to delete the system. So now you're clear and you have no rating systems yet. And we're going to add our first rating system. So the rating system, and again, you can have as many different rating systems as you want to have. We're going to name this rating system. So something along the lines of progress, or what do you want to call this, Angie? And you can, again, edit it, change it later, but how do we want to mark the progress that you're making on things?
How do I want to mark it? I thought it was like colors, green.
It is going to be colors and stuff like that.
Yellow. Okay, so yeah, green is excellent.
What? That's great. Let me give you some more context so you can understand how we're setting it all up. So let's just call it again, we can change it later, but let's just call it a progress system, just very generic to make it simple.
Yeah.
And what you get to decide is you get to decide like what is the maximum score that you can have in your progress, whether you want it to be a 10 or 100 or a 5. Okay, 10.
Why is it called rating instead of progress system?
Because it can be used for ratings for any purpose. So it's more generic than just progress. Progress is like one purpose use of the rating system.
Okay, there's more stuff that it does.
Exactly. There's all other kinds of ratings that you can use it for. So yeah, the progress is one use. Yeah, progress is one use case. So with the progress system, we're going to say 10 is the max. I'm going to skip the description just because Rico's running out of time. So let's just go ahead and add it. And what you get to do now, Angie, is as you were saying, green is, excellent, whatever. How many different levels do you want to have for, the different ratings that you're creating? How many different categories do you want to have? Like 4 or 5 or 10, or how many do you want?
10.
10? Okay, that's fine. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start creating them. So here we can create another system. We're just going to go with the progress system. You can edit the progress system just like we can edit the other things. Here, when you point to the icon next to the progress system, it gives you the actual levels, okay? So this is now, Angie, where we're going to add the different levels, the 10 different levels, okay? So we're adding like,
let's 10 or like,
doesn't need 10.
It be the same as the number, like 1 through 10, or can it
what it's going to do is it's going to divide the number that you gave by how many different levels you have. So like you have 10 is your max rating. If you had 10 different levels, each one would be worth 1. And if you have 5 different levels, each one is worth 2. So you get what I'm saying? You can have 2 levels and each one is worth 5. Okay.
What do you think is appropriate?
I think what we're going to add right now is not what you're going to use in a week. So you're going to have it make more sense.
Say, and 5. Let's say 5.
Okay. So let's just add the first one. So what do you want to call the first level? Get out it like haven't started yet or something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what do you want to name that?
Beginners?
Haven't started yet? Well, it should be, let's just be like really literal right now. And then again, you can change these, but I want you to kind of get a sense of it. Are you saying something to us, Rico? Yeah. Rico, you're not on mute if you didn't know.
Oh.
So haven't started yet is going to be just, let's say, the first level, okay? And again, you can edit this at any moment. So that's,
I like that. I like that. Mm-hmm.
So then now when you go to your progress system, it shows haven't started yet, and it gives you the ability to select it, okay? But let's make the level above that. So let's say, just started.
Okay.
Okay, and we add this level. And then the next level is going to be maybe like midway through, right?
Yeah.
But you see how quickly I'm doing this. I'm adding, oh, I did though instead of through. I'm adding this whole system for you. So now let's edit that really quickly. Again, you can see how easy all this is. So we just go to the edit right there. We go delete right there. We're just going to add the R midway through. So we're building a rating system that you can apply to everything in your whole mind map. Okay. And we're about to be done building this whole system. And now you can use the system everywhere for everything. You see how easy that is?
Yeah.
So now let's say almost done. And then we'll make the last one, done. So this is the system. This is the system that you're calling progress system. You can add another new system in a minute, you know, that's got all kinds of different ways that you describe things, right? But this is our progress system. And then this is where you select launch 2-day Tantra massage intro course. Let's say you're just getting started, okay? So you select, that, we're just getting started. And now when you go here, it shows that that's what's just getting started. And I'm about to add the color coding. I couldn't get the color coding in before the meeting, but that'll be done like within a day. And what it's going to do is it's going to take the complete green to red, and it's going to evenly distribute it. So it's going to automatically color code your selections for you, knowing that haven't started it yet is red and done is green, and it just will give you the automatic colors. And then by giving you automatic colors, when you're looking at everything laid out here, it'll show you all of the colors of everything really easily. So you can color code, see what's red, what's green, where do I need to give attention to, you know, what's important, what are the priorities, all of that. So does that make sense to everybody? You guys got all of that? It's pretty much exactly what we talked about, right, Angie? But now I've even made it simpler where you don't have to follow my rating system. You can just build your own rating system, and you can build as many of them as you want.
Okay, yeah. So I'm basically just adding it to each event or each thing I'm working on.
Yeah, let me show you real quickly now that okay. So we added to the 2-day Tantra massage training course, we added the that it's just started, right? And now what we can do is we can go to, we didn't add anything underneath it. Let's just say Angel Rainbow Goddess should be rated, okay? Then we just go up here and we go to more, to the rating app, okay? So we're launching Angel Rainbow Goddess in the rating app. Does everybody get that? By going here, see that?
Yeah,
so,
by the triangles, yeah.
So now that we launched the Angel Rainbow Goddess in the rating app, now it brings up the same thing we just created, a progress system. We go right in here and we say that Angel Rainbow Goddess is almost done, you know, or midway through.
Right.
Okay? So we've got the ability to add a rating to anything that exists. And we've got the ability to even edit our rating system or add a new rating system right in the middle of everything we're doing whenever we want.
Yeah. Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
So it makes it, but, and also you get from this, how this thought, this concept, you just apply different apps to it, right? The app that I just applied to it is the rating app, right? And like Rico said, it's great that we got a replicate app. And I've showed you the edit app, and I've showed you the update app, and I've showed you the stories app. So really the reality app is just the last one to show you, and then also to explain what some of these other icons are. But I know you got to get going soon, Rico, if you still do. But do you have any questions, Rico, or any comments or thoughts about anything you've seen here? You're on mute. You're on mute, Rico.
I still have 5 minutes. I'm running late. Anyway, so yeah, I was thinking, you know, like I may have missed this part, but it'll be good if there was like a legend for all the emojis floating always, because then we can always refer and never, you know, like it's always available and creative. So that's one. And then another one could be like cool to have in that same floating widget, like our own legend for other things, you know? So
exactly.
Like color-coded legends.
You're totally hitting the nail on the head. I'm using the icons, as you can see, to create a shorthand, you know, iconography. So you know how
I like it.
Yeah, you know how things work.
I like it.
Yeah, you know how things work and you know how things are, but just by all the icons on the screen, everything makes sense to you at a glance. You know, this is your control panel, everything just icons on the screen. You got quickly know where everything is at just from all the icons and colors and everything. Get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But even better is like to always show it so that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm going to build in a lot of help and support, and everything is, you know, sensitive. So, but thank you for saying that. I really appreciate that. it is great, and that's a great, you know, feedback. Yeah. Thank you, Rico. Okay, cool. So any other questions that you guys have before Rico jumps off? Anything else?
Not
Rico,
right now.
any other questions, comments? No? Okay, cool. So let me dive back in. The Reality app, to be honest with you, I'm not even sure if it's functional right now. I haven't used it in a few weeks. Okay, good. It didn't throw an error. That's great. So the Reality app, let's go back to the other so you can see easier what the Reality app does with us. Because the Reality app is used to create and generate realities. So it's really designed for the reality generating machines, that you can get the quick glance of what needs to be done with the color coding and all of that sort of thing. So it's a view to organize everything in a more, again, you know, kind of mission control kind of way. Okay, so okay, so I'm launching the collaborative projects in the Reality app so we can work with all of the content that's already in there. Okay, so now, you know, underneath that is the Tantric Ministry, and then under the Tantric Ministry, the communication and the videos. So here's where you see the color coding based on a rating system that I had been using that you saw before, Angie. So this is where what I'm going to add here is I'm going to add not just the colors, but also the scoring, right? Because now we've got a score that we can apply to each one where this scored on the rating system. So then it's going to give you a little number next to each reality generating machine to basically show you how much % complete everything is, right? And then eventually you can, you know, do queries and you can say, just show me the reality generating machines that are less than 10% complete, or just show me the reality generating machines that are more than 90%, or any way.
Oh, you do that how?
Well, you can't do that yet, but that's where we're going with this.
Oh, that's where we're going, so that you could immediately see what needs the most help.
Exactly. Yeah, that you can hone in, you know, you can filter through all the stuff you got going on to find the things that are most important to you, the most urgent, whatever it is, right? That's where you might create a second rating system that is rated urgent, right? And then in that rating system, you've got urgent, not so urgent, kind of urgent, not urgent at all, you know. And then using that rating system, then you can quickly see, you know, what are all my urgent things?
I see.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's how you'll be able to switch, because what I'm going to do with the reality generating view is give you the ability to switch between your ratings. So you can see everything just with the ratings that we just made, the progress system, and you see it all the colors based on progress. And then you say, now show me based on urgency, and all the different colors change to show you how it's all rated on urgency. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's how you're going to use the different rating systems in conjunction with the reality generating view that we're looking at right now, which actually I think covers all of the different apps. There's still a couple other icons I want to show you, like the dolphin and that sort of thing. But let me just see if there's any other apps to show you. Now the Replicate. I'll just show you Replicate very quickly. Any questions before I show you the Replicate app? You guys following everything I'm sharing with you?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, great. So let me show you the Replicate app really quickly. So with the Replicate app, what you can do is you can go to anything that you see that you want to replicate, okay? So let's go to events, and let's say, for example, that you've built out your create event at ATHA, okay? And let's say that you want to, I want to use a different example. Let's say that you want to add your communications, like all this communications, this whole thing. Let's say that you want to add that to your Sky Temple event. Okay.
Or to Angel Rainbow Goddess, or to like all the other Eco Rainbow Goddesses and Thai Tantra.
Exactly.
All the boards. Yeah. Can we do that? Can we actually do that? I think that'd be great.
Yeah. Which one? What do you want to add? Communications?
All the major points, all the organizations. Eco Rainbow Goddesses, Thai Tantra Yoga Academy, Angel Rainbow Goddess.
Tantric Ministry.
Tantric Ministry already has it. It already has it. We're replicating it from Tantric Ministry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
okay,
there's.
So show me what of this you want to replicate. Once we pick.
I want to replicate the communications.
Okay, everything under communications.
Let me see.
Let's close the other ones so you can see what it is. Oops.
Yeah. What's
oh, these are communications. Okay. Let me do it a different one.
I must go.
Okay.
Talk to you guys later.
All right, dear. We'll catch up later. Mm-hmm.
Great to be with you, Rico. Be well. Talk to you soon. Enjoy your trip.
Send me a link.
Yeah, I'll talk to you tonight.
Send me a link to my account. Send me a link to my account and my action.
Okay, and yeah, let me know what's up with that content. Did you talk to Ali about it? Sorry.
Okay, I'll pause.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's everything under communications: is social media, brand building, videos, get website launched, via events, and we can at the moment, this is where, and this is, you're getting the idea, Angie, is you do want to like refine this in a way that you can just take the whole thing and replicate it somewhere.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do, let me take a quick drink.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how quickly I can add this functionality, but what I'm going to be adding as soon as I can is where you can check mark all the ones that you want added, you want replicated, so you don't have to like, have everything get replicated if there's parts that you don't want. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the via events part, like these things maybe shouldn't be replicated in where you want to replicate the rest of the communications. But right now they go along with it. You can't pull it out.
You can always go on the other ones and edit it, right?
Yeah, but what you can do is like, let's do the whole thing. But then what you can do is, even though you don't need this part, you can just delete this part from where you replicated it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can replicate the whole thing and then you can trim it back if you want.
We'll have events for the other organizations too. They're just going to be different. So.
Right. Okay, so let's do what you said. Let's set up something that we're going to replicate communications into. So let's go back to which one do you want to replicate communications into?
Into Angel Rainbow Goddess.
Yeah, and then underneath that there are different things that you were saying.
Eco Rainbow Goddesses. We have a board for story making machine for Eco Rainbow Goddesses. I don't know if we've made one for.
Oh, you mean in the past or now?
Maybe not. What is this called again? This is called the reality generating machine. This right here, right?
Yeah. Well,
when you're looking at it, or like Tantric Ministry, that's, what is it called? It's a collaborative project.
It's a reality generating machine that you have.
Reality generating machine, right?
Yeah.
So I have 5 organizations. Myself, I have the Tantric Ministry. It's a collaborative project. Thai Tantra Academy, that's a collaborative project. And Eco Rainbow Goddesses, that's a collaborative project.
So each of those go under the collaborative projects. And then under Eco Rainbow Goddess, you want to replicate communications just once, or there's or
all of the organizations need communications, all of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna replicate it into Angel Rainbow Goddess. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So let me go back.
I just don't remember if we have a story making machine for Eco Rainbow Goddesses.
Not.
I don't think so.
Not in here yet.
Okay. Okay.
Not in the system. It's
Oh,
under.
can we start it and then just add communications as it's starting?
Yes. So Eco Rainbow Goddesses under collaborative projects.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. So we're on collaborative projects now. We're in the Reality app. We want to change. We want to change to the story app, because in the story
we're making a new story. We're making a new story.
The stories are the view, but yeah, we're actually creating a new reality generating machine, you know, for Eco Rainbow Goddesses underneath collaborative projects, right?
Yes, correct. Yes.
So I'm moving the center of attention to collaborative projects. Now that I'm here, now, as I said, I can go to this. So
thoughts.
That's different. We're going to go, let me make it, for some reason that's showing something different than what I want it to. I don't know what that is. That's some debugging code. So let me show you the other way that I showed you. So under collaborative projects, we're going to go to the update app.
The wrench, right.
Exactly, the wrench. And then we're going to, so we got time. You want to put it above or below Tantric Ministry?
You could put it below, that's fine.
Okay. Can you hold on just a moment?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so we're gonna put it above, you said, Angie?
Yeah, you could put it under, it's fine.
Under? Okay.
That doesn't matter, but yeah, under is fine.
Okay, so again, we're going to make it a reality generating machine, which is not one of these icons. So we're going to use this icon to show more. Click on reality generating machine. And now we're going to go just like we did before. Now we're going to add Eco Rainbow Goddesses.
Mm-hmm.
Like that?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Okay, and now we hit submit. Okay, great. So now that we're going to have this, we're going to replicate communications to this location, okay? And this is, like I said, this is what I was pulling my hair out over the weekend about to get this working. So let's cross our fingers that it's gonna work, okay?
What is it for it to show up?
Well, what it has to do, as you can imagine, is it has to go, we're gonna, take it to communications, but there's a lot underneath communications, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to replicate not just communications, but everything under communications, right? So we have to take all of those thoughts and have them get replicated, copy, paste, behind the scenes to be able to make it all lay out the proper way, right? So that was the big challenge, was to get it to all lay out properly and all of that. So now we're currently in replicate mode, okay? So I clicked on the replicate icon right next to communication. So I didn't even have to go to a page. I just clicked on that app next to communications. Did you see that? Let me do it again if you guys didn't catch that. So, okay, so under collaborative projects, then I went to tantric ministry, then I went to communications, okay? And then I selected the apps next to communications, and I selected the replicate app. So what I'm doing right now is I'm saying, I want to replicate communications, okay?
Yeah.
Once I hit this app, it's actually replicating whatever is there. So that's how easy it is replicating it.
Anything so it did replicate it. And then how do you put it on the Rainbow Goddesses?
That's what I'm about.
That's what you're working out. Okay.
That's what I'm about to show you. It's working.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to show it to you. So this is the way you choose what you're going to replicate. Okay. You go to whatever that is, and then you select a replicate app right next to it. Okay. And that begins the project. That means I want to copy this somewhere else. Okay. So that's how we start. So we click on communications, the replicate app next to communications. And then you're going to see it's going to say you're now in replicate mode, and you'll see that everything looks a little bit different. And that's what I'm going to show you. So it says, note, you're currently browsing in replicate mode. Now select the destination for the replicated concept to be saved by clicking the little shooting star next to the chosen destination. Okay, and now you see these little shooting stars everywhere. You see, even when you drop things down, everything's got a shooting star. So wherever you want to, paste it to, that's where you're going to select the shooting star, and then it's going to paste it right to that place. You get that?
Oh, okay. Because right now it's on collaborative projects, so then you got to move it onto Eco Rainbow Goddesses.
No, it's not on collaborative product.
Oh,
where
is it?
Well, it's copied basically right now. Okay. Now we've copied communications, and now the system is telling us to paste it wherever we want.
Okay.
And the paste icon is this little icon that shows up next to everything. Any of the places that you could paste it have an icon next to them right now, because all these places are places you could paste it to.
Oh, okay.
So you can paste it to anywhere you want. You see that?
I see. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I've copied it. Now where do I want to paste it? Okay. Now the place you want to paste it is inside. It's Eco Rainbow Goddesses. Oh, it's actually under here under collaborative projects. Yeah, I was actually going the wrong place. Let's go back. So it's under collaborative projects. Well, I didn't even have to click on it.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Where were we?
Okay, so yeah, we're going to paste now. So let me go back. Let me refresh the page because I was kind of messing with it. So now what we're going to do, so we've got it copied. Now we're going to choose where to paste it. We're going to go to the Eco Rainbow Goddesses within the collaborative projects, and we're going to click right next to there to paste it there. So we go to collaborative projects, and then we go to Eco Rainbow Goddesses, and this is the paste right next to Eco Rainbow Goddesses.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. You ready? Cross your fingers. Okay, we hit this button. And we should get, oh no.
Oh, okay. So that's something you're working out.
That's something I'm working out. But that's how it'll work. That's exactly how it'll work. Let me actually go back and see if it'll do it a different way. It might be, that should have worked because that's what I've been working on all of this. It's kind of crazy that after all that work, it's not even working, but it does work. Within a few minutes after we're off.
You'll get it.
Well, within a few minutes after we're off, I'll be able to get it working. So let's see.
Refresh or something.
Well, I just need to fix whatever code is breaking it, but it might be that code up there. And so this button might work. Let's see. Let's see if this one works. Nope. All right, I got something going on that I got to fix, but I'll try one last button. But that's how it works.
You're doing good.
That's how it works. That's how you're going to use it, and it'll be working like within a couple hours. So, okay. But that's how you do the replicate: is you copy it using that icon in the app, and then you go, you know, while you're in that mode, then you find where you want to paste it and you click that icon again. So does that make sense, Maria? Does it make sense, Angie? Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, so Angie, does that make sense? Do you have any questions?
Makes sense to me. How about you, Maria? Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Good.
Okay, great. Okay, so I think there's only one last thing to show you then, which is, you know, these dolphins you've been looking at, you know, wondering why they're dolphins. So let me kind of take you through, you know, the structure here. So you get that this is the title, and when you click on that, it makes that the center of attention. And you get that this icon tells you what it is, in this case, a category of reality generating machines, in this case, a reality generating machine, right? And then this icon, the dolphin, I haven't explained yet. That's what I'm about to explain. And then these are your apps, and we've looked at all the different apps. Let me cancel the replicate mode real quick. This is how you cancel replicate mode if you decide you need to stop doing that and go back to regular.
How do you cancel?
I canceled because we were getting that error, and I gotta fix that first.
But how did you do it? How did
Oh,
you
this little, you see the cancel over here? Oh, you didn't see it? Let me go back. Okay.
So if we ever get a code or weird thing, we have to cancel it.
If you get a code like that, you have to let me know. And what's best is to take a screenshot of what it's saying along with the whole, or maybe since this is so long, actually copy and paste this whole link. Copy this whole link and send it to me along with a screenshot of the error. And then I'll fix it as quickly as I can. But in this case, so when you're in replicate mode, it gives you this band up here that shows you very prominently that you're in replicate mode. And then over here is where you can cancel replicate mode. See that little red X? And then it says cancel replicate mode.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's how, because if you don't cancel, then it's going to keep just trying to show you where you're going to paste to, and eventually you're going to have to paste or something. So when you cancel, then it just says, okay, we're not going to replicate now. We're going to go back to what we were doing, and we'll replicate later.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. So now we're canceling out of replicate mode. And so the thing I'm going to show you, let me bring it up in a different window. I think is going to be easier. Let me think about the best way to show you this. So I'll just explain in words, and then I'll show you visually what it looks like. So the dolphin represents you, okay? So the dolphin represents whoever you're logged in as, in this case, Angel Rainbow Goddess. So anything that you create, it shows a dolphin, okay? If you haven't created what you're looking at, then it's not going to show a dolphin. It's either going to show a peacock or a butterfly. And I'm going to show those examples.
One of the admins?
No. You're all logged in as Angel Rainbow Goddess, so it doesn't matter which one of you. But
it doesn't matter if it's an admin, it's all going to be dolphins.
It's going to be a dolphin. The dolphin represents who you're logged in as. So when you're logged in as Angel Rainbow Goddess, anything that you post, you're going to see as a dolphin, okay? Then when you log in, as Angie, everything that Angie posts, you're going to see as a dolphin, and anything that Angel Rainbow Goddess posts, you're going to see as a peacock, okay? If you're logged in as Angie. You get that, Angie? Let's actually do that. So here, let's take this page. And I'm going to log in separately. Hold on a second. Okay. So again, at the moment, there's only 3 different icons that you can see. the dolphin, the peacock, or the butterfly, okay? The dolphin represents whoever you're logged in as. So whenever you're logged in, everything that you've posted as whoever you're logged in on as, you're going to see as a dolphin, okay? But like I said, Angie, as soon as you log in separately as Angie, let's actually do it over here. Hold on. So I'm going to actually log in as Angie under my master account here.
Okay.
Okay. And so now, okay. So now we're taking this page, and in this window, we're logged in as Angel Rainbow Goddess. Everything looks like dolphins. Over here, we're logged in as Angie Rainbow G. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to the same page. Okay. And now, and this is where, you know, you guys probably will log in as different people at different times so that you can see not only what you've posted on behalf of Angel Rainbow Goddess, but what you're each sharing separately in certain ways. Hold on just one moment. I'm getting a couple errors, so I just want to work around the errors. So, okay, so we're looking at the same page. Over here, we're logged in as Angel Rainbow Goddess. Everything is dolphins because we, as Angel Rainbow Goddess, have created all of this, okay? But when I'm logged in as Angie Rainbow G or anybody else out in the world, they're going to see dolphins for what they created, okay? So since they're not the creator of these other things, what they're going to see is they're going to see a peacock when it's something that, you know, the peacock is representative of the original creator. Okay. And then the butterfly, I'm going to show you what all this means. The butterfly is not you, it's not the creator, but it's somebody else. Okay. So in other words, like, I'm actually going to log in as a third person so we can create butterflies too. But anyway, now that you're logged in as Angie Rainbow G, you can see that everything that before had, you know, dolphins, it's all peacocks because I didn't create this. Angel Rainbow Goddess created. Make sense? And you can see when you point to it, it says Angel Rainbow Goddess. Okay, so you can know who created it. Okay. And you can click on this to go to Angel Rainbow Goddess's profile.
Oh, does Angel Rainbow Goddess have a profile?
It does, not much of one, but it's there. But that's
okay. I guess I have two accounts.
Well, you have different. You have different users.
Okay.
Angie Rainbow G is your primary user. That's your personal. And then you have several organizational accounts, one of them being Angel Rainbow Goddess.
Okay, I see.
Just like Rico was just saying with Instagram or whatever, where you just change accounts, that's what you're able to do.
Right. Okay.
Yep. So let's do, just so you get it, I'm going to log in one more time as a third person.
No, you're good.
Okay. I'm going to log in as a third person so you can see, you know, how the butterflies show up. Well, actually, you posting something.
And, just quick question: what is the purpose of all this?
This again, the purpose of the butterfly, the peacock, and the dolphin is a shorthand code to know what you're looking at instantly. So it helps you distinguish between things that you've created, things that other people have created. Like instantly, you know what's yours, you know what's somebody else's. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
If you don't have these icons to show you, then you just have everything and you don't know which you did, which somebody else did. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This gives you that instant recognition with an icon Oh, that's mine. Oh, Angie did that. Oh, Rico did
Okay,
that.
I got it. Okay, perfect.
Okay. So, okay. So what we're going to do, logged in as Angie Rainbow G, we're going to add something here. So to the communications, let's just add a thought. And let's just say, Angie Rainbow G, you know, anybody can just add a thought. And as we add this thought, we're going to see that for me, logged in as Angie Rainbow G, that thought is going to get a dolphin, right? Because I'm the one that's posting it here, right? So we're going to make this thought, we're going to say, in terms of communications, we're just going to say share with friends. Okay. And now, again, I'm logged in as Angie Rainbow G, not Angel Rainbow Goddess, as you can see up here. And that's how you change them right there, the drop-down list. And now, you know, as this gets added, we'll see where this, you know, gets added here. Oh, the other thing too is that this gives you the query ability to cut down and show, like in this case, we're displaying, okay, so first of all, let's see so here's what we just added, right? Share with friends, and it's our thought, you know, it's a dolphin, and it's a thought, and we added it, so that's why it's a dolphin, right? Over here, from Angel Rainbow Goddess's perspective, when we refresh the page, we're going to see what got added, but it wasn't us, so it's not a dolphin. It wasn't the original poster, so it's not a peacock, because we're the original poster also. So it's going to show up as a butterfly here.
Oh, okay.
So that's the three options: is the original poster, or, oh, but it's not showing up here because right now we're not displaying thoughts from others. So this gives you the ability to cut down also, like, do I want to see everything, or no, I don't want to see what others have shared, just what I've created. Got it? Or in this case, the story creator and you and others. Okay, so in other words, like right now, we're not seeing the butterfly here because I'm not showing thoughts from others. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check mark that and I'm going to update it. And now it's going to show me the butterfly down here. You get that? Because then I'm going to be showing thoughts of others.
Okay.
Got it? And so same thing, you know, over here is, you know, I could take off, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, once this shows you the butterfly, you get the idea, because that's the three options. So I don't want to keep going over the same thing, but let's see the butterfly here. There it is. We got this kind of weird thing going on here, but let's see if I can fix that.
Yeah.
This will, you won't be seeing that once I fix that. I've got to fix whatever's going on there.
Yeah. Awesome. And I just want to make a note. I want to finish by 5:30 because I need at least 30 minutes to rest before my next call.
Okay. We're getting this little weird thing here. I've got to fix that, whatever's showing up there. But here you can see the butterfly for the thought. So that's how it works. And those are the three things that you're going to see: either a butterfly, a dolphin, or a peacock. And again, just keep in mind, anytime you see a dolphin, that's something that I've created. Anytime you see a peacock, it's, you know, from the original poster. And then butterflies are things that other people added to what the original poster added. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
So that basically covers all of the functionality that's working now and all of the icons. And again, I'll add all the icons into like a simple glossary or legend for you. You know, I'll be creating tutorial materials around everything we shared today. Maybe this may become part of it.
Yeah.
But that covers just about everything. So any questions about any of those things?
Well, I know it's a complex system, so I think the questions will come as we're working with it, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions, Maria?
So we're going to wait first the complete when it before we implement this one.
No, we're going to start using it right away because I'm going.
Yeah, we can start.
I'm going.
My question is, yeah, for Angie. So when are we going to start?
Oh yeah, okay. When do we book our time to plan? Yeah, that's a good question. Let me look at my calendar.
Okay, so here's the link to the collaborative projects. By the way, I think it's an amazing synchronicity that the code for the collaborative projects is 333. See that, Angie? Based on what
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Totally random because
yeah.
every next thought gets the next number. So your collaborative projects became 333. That was the 333rd thought that got added to the system.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Isn't it? Yeah, there's something there. So, okay, great. So any other questions, Angie or Maria?
Not right this minute, I would say.
Okay, good. You feel comfortable with the system? And I mean, it's pretty amazing, right, Angie? All the functionality that I've added into this thing.
I really do. I really think it's amazing. I'm really enjoying it. And I'm really enjoying seeing how it's been developing over time and finally getting to use it with Maria. And I think this is going to help us to stay more organized, right? Yeah.
Awesome.
I guess it's user-friendly also.
Oh, thank you for saying that, Maria. I appreciate that. Yay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we just got to spend more time playing around with the icons and just get understanding it more.
Yeah, exactly. It takes a little bit to get familiar with it. Of course, it's been taking me time.
It's like a language. It's like a symbol language. Yeah.
Exactly. But then once you know this language, it's got all of this capability. It's pretty amazing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's intuitive because you hover over it and it tells you what it is. So it's good. I like it. Good job, Jared. It's amazing. You're doing amazing.
Thank you, Angie.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm super excited that you guys are the first users of the system. This is a big day for all of us.
Yeah.
We're launching into a whole new realm. First users of the Uniting for Action system. Yay.
Amazing. Good job.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, great. Well, you've got my contact info. You know, any questions, any problems, just let me know and I will get on it as quickly as I can.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much. And we'll stay in communication about our strategy session.
Sounds great.
Okay.
Okay, great. See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.